I heard God speak to me very recently and he asked me this question: how far, Emma, can your life go? And I started to mull that over. God, I want my life to count. I want to go deep in life. I want to live like Paul wrote in Philippians, to live up to all the things that Jesus has already attained for me. I don't want to come to the end of my days and feel like I just did wilderness. I want my life to go all the way in terms of fulfilling the dreams that God has had for me since before I was born. And certainly some of you know David and my personal story, and the children that we have had a really quite tricky season, but praise God are coming out the other side. But I do believe that the nation has been in a tricky season really since 2008, since the shaking financially that we went through, and that brought a real sense of cave mentality and a real sense of retreat across the land. And I believe that God is saying, church, it is time for you to come forth again. It is time for you not to retreat. It's time to put some of the challenges that you've had to face behind you and to come into a season of pressing in to all that I have attained for you. And with that in mind, we are hosting perhaps one of our most significant ever conferences. We have chosen the 2 days following the Scottish referendum vote, where we know that the nation is going to be in a state of change and flux. Some of the nation delighted by the vote, some not so delighted. But we want to come together in the early hours after that vote and say, okay, God, what do you now want to put into our hands? Give us the meat on the bones for what it means to go deep. Give us the meat on the bones for what it means to be a kingdom solution. And we want to shift you from having that as a notion and a concept into something of reality and something that you can tangibly work with. And that is what we're going to do on Friday the 19th and Saturday the 20th together in Cathcart Trinity. If you want more details, go to the website at Glasgow Prophetic Centre. I want to tell you about the speaker, a lady called Landa Cope. You're going to love her. The first time I heard her speak, I laughed, I winced at her remarkable bluntness, and I smiled at her wisdom. This is a woman who has spent most of her life in YWAM. She's the founding dean of the College of Communication. She is the leader of the Template Institute. But more than all of that, she spends her days with prime ministers and kings and national leaders, actually advising on the real stuff of how you work out national transformation. For her, every day, it's not just a notion, it's a reality. And so she is probably one of the best placed people to come and to help us understand how we can live our lives in a fuller way that impacts our land. We also are joined by Catherine Brown. Oh, what a super duper woman who just delights my heart with what she understands of the kingdom, and Jim Ritchie, who many of you will know as a mighty man of God, and I will be obviously teaching as well. So I want you to come along and not miss out on what we've titled Kingdom Solutions in the wake of Scotland's most important days. I hope you can join us. Thank you.